guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Genevieve and today's video is going to be all about my NCLEX experience. I sat for my boards on July 31st of this year, so 2019, and I will never forget that date. It's ingrained in my mind as like an awful day. Most of the people in my class had taken their boards about a month, maybe even a month and a half, month or two before me, and I had heard a lot of them telling me that they left after 75 questions and that it wasn't that bad, and I knew that wouldn't be the case for me. Nursing never came easy for me, so I knew it would be a challenge for me to sit my boards. So on July 31st, I had my boards at 2 o'clock, and if I could do it again, I would probably sit them in the morning. Waiting around all day to take the most important exam of your life that will determine your career was awful. And I have anxiety as it is, and waiting around for that exam made me really anxious. I think I got there at like noon and I sat in the car forever, just like, oh my God, am I gonna fail? Oh my God, how could it go? Oh my gosh, what are the questions gonna be like? Oh my gosh, should I go over my notes? Like, it was just too much. So definitely try to take it in the morning if you can. Oh God, I sat in that room for 5 hours. I took 2 breaks to breathe and eat and get some water and get those awful headphones off. They are so uncomfortable. I hated wearing them, but they did help drown out the noise if you are like sensitive to that kind of stuff, because I know I am. I can't listen to people like clicking and tapping. So I did wear them, but they were uncomfortable as hell. So I got to 75 questions and it went to 76. And the second it went to 76, I was like, yep, you're getting all 265. I just knew it. I knew it going in. Like, I am not that lucky, or like it never came easy for me to just get 75. No chance in hell. So I took all 265 questions and I sat there for 5 hours. By like, I couldn't even tell you, by like 150 questions, I could barely read. Like, I just wanted to get the hell out of there. I couldn't even recall one thing they asked me on those boards. Like, I genuinely, it was so challenging for me. And I was getting so, like, I couldn't even read anymore. It was just too much. It's all just too much. When I left, it was pouring rain. I was crying. I literally got in the car and just hyperventilated and cried, because you just feel like you failed. No matter what, I feel like no matter how many questions you get, you just feel like you failed because it's such a challenge. I go home and I do the Pearson VUE trick. If you don't know how to do that, Google it. There's like so many sites that'll give you the rundown on how to do it. And I did the Pearson VUE trick and I got the good pop-up, and to me that was like good enough. Like, I figured I had passed after I got that good pop-up, because so many people rely on it that I was like, okay, maybe I did pass. I'm wearing pajamas and this cute sweater to just act like I have my life together, but I don't. I believe in 48 hours you can pay for quick results. I don't know what luck I had that day, the day after, but I didn't have to pay for quick results. They had posted my license number the next day, and most people can pay for their quick results and then they'll get their license number in like 4 weeks. Mine was posted the next day. If you don't know anything about me, like, I talk about poop a lot or I'm always pooping, and I found out when I was on the toilet, and it was the best moment of my life. Okay, like top 5 best moment of my life. I have never felt such a relief Like, oh my God, I'm getting emotional thinking about it. Like, you work so hard to become a nurse. Like, the payoff and passing those boards is completely indescribable. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. I am here to say that I'm living proof that you can pass your boards and take all 265 questions. If you get to 75 and it keeps rolling, keep on rolling. Like, you're not gonna get up and leave. Like, so don't sit there and stress about it. Just keep trying your best. It is an exam that wants to help you pass. And if you're getting questions, like you get all the way to 265, clearly you were doing something right, because they would have stopped it at 200, 202, 216. Like, you would have stopped if you were below the bar and you were going to fail. They would not keep giving you questions. So keep that in mind if you do end up getting over 75, because it's a very challenging exam. I'm not going to lie and say like it was such a breeze, because if nursing school is a challenge for you, the NCLEX is probably going to be a challenge for you as well. We did have an ATI live review in school. Awful. I would never sit in that again. Such a waste of my time. I'm not even kidding. Oh God. It was like 3 days, 8 to 5, of this woman just babbling on and on about crap. Some students in the classroom knew everything, and I'm just like, when did we ever learn any of this? Like, I hated ATI live review. I also hated ATI in school. Just a waste of time. The ATI test outs and all that BS. I did horrible on that kind of stuff. And the ATI comprehensive predictor, or whatever crap that was, that predicted that I had like a 16% chance of passing the NCLEX, I think. And your girl passed it in one shot. So don't listen to any of that crap that they tell you in nursing school. I can't with all that ATI bullcrap. I probably had the lowest score in my class for half of the ATI stuff. I'm talking like 30% on a lot of the like exams we had to do and stuff like that. I did horrible on ATI. So I don't think that that's a very accurate depiction of what kind of nurse you will be, or an accurate depiction of how you will perform on your board. So don't listen to any of that stuff. That's another big piece of advice for you. So everyone and their mother will recommend UWorld to you, and I am part of that everyone and your mother. Use UWorld. Yes, it's expensive. I was like, what the hell? I don't want to pay for this. I put that shit on my credit card, and I believe that that helped me pass my board. I would go to Starbucks like 3 days out of the week, sit there, do questions, write out so much stuff, write out definitions, write out lab values, write out disease processes, write out symptoms. I really do believe that that helped me. It gives you a good representation of how they will word the questions in the actual NCLEX, so I think that is really helpful. But definitely use UWorld. I'm telling you. Like, yes, it's an extra $100 that you're going to need to spend, but would you rather spend it now, or would you rather spend another $200 to take your boards in a couple of months and then have to pay for UWorld again and then sit and study all again? Like, just trust what other people that have taken the NCLEX say, and definitely try UWorld. I got the cheapest package. Personally, I didn't see the point of buying the one with the assessment that was gonna tell you if you were ready or not. Like, ready or not, like, I have to take the boards. Like, that wasn't gonna give me any more confidence. Like, no way. I didn't need something to tell me if I was ready or not, because ready or not, I was gonna take my boards July 31st if I got a good score on UWorld or not. So And on UWorld, I believe that if you're scoring in like the 50s or 60s on your question banks, then that is good. I don't think I ever scored higher than like a 55, except psych. I've always been very good at psych stuff, so I did score really well in psych. But I was like 40s, 50s average. And like I said, like nursing never came easy for me. It was a challenge, and I had to study and work my ass off every single day for 2 years. All right, give or take a couple days, but I studied my ass off for nursing school. Like when I passed my boards, I deserved that shit. I deserved to be a nurse because of how hard I worked. And it never came easy for me, like I said. So 40s and 50s was what I was getting on my UWorld quiz banks, and that's probably why I got all 265 questions, because I wasn't like the top percentile in UWorld, which if you are, I hear like if you get really high percentages on UWorld, you will probably get 75 questions and pass. But hey, we're not all perfect, and you might get low percentages on UWorld and you can still pass your boards. I really hope that if you're going into your boards, or maybe you just took your boards and got all 265 and you're on YouTube like, I hope that I can give you some positivity, and you can think to yourself that, oh, I got 265, but Genevieve passed, so maybe I can pass. I know how you're feeling. It's awful. It's an awful feeling to feel so anxious about an exam. But certain people were meant to be nurses, and you wouldn't be on this journey if you weren't meant to be a nurse. So I know you can do it, and if you watch my video and you think it was helpful and you end up passing your boards and I was able to give you a little bit of hope and a little guide to how you can prepare for your NCLEX by using UWorld, then I'll be so happy, because that was the point of this video, and I really hope that it can help someone. So good luck to you in all your future nursing endeavors, and I hope you pass your boards, and leave me a comment down below if you end up passing your boards, your experience. If you got all 265 questions, I'd love to chat with you guys in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.